This summer, I will be paying my children $1,000 each for a variety of tasks. Before you think, okay, Mark, you're crazy, and what does this have to do with careers? Just stay tuned. I think you'll find this interesting. Now, before we begin, I want to talk a little bit about my past. Since third grade, pretty much, I was an entrepreneur running out, making money on my own. I love that about me. I love that by the time I was in ninth grade, I was completely independent, buying my own clothes and everything like that. It has nothing to do with, my parents not paying for things, but I was in a position of confidence and income where I love taking charge of my own life. I'd love for my kids to have that as well. I think it raises you in the right way where you're confident, excited about the opportunities out there. So this is how I'm doing it for my own children. First of all, I have an allowance system with my children where they get paid every week based on their age. The reason I do this is so that the older kids don't feel like they're missing out. The younger ones don't really understand money. There's a variety of reasons, but this is how it works. Each of my children get allowance equal to their age at the end of each week. However, if they choose to put that money, instead of in their bank account, into their savings account, which we have a rule, they're not allowed to touch for 12 months, I double it. So I have, for example, an 11-year-old son. Every week he makes $22, and his savings account has gotten really big this year, which is pretty cool. In order to get that allowance, they don't just get it for free. They have to be respectful to their parents. They have to be respectful to their siblings. They have to practice their instrument every night. Each one of my kids plays an instrument, and a variety of other small rules, which they stick to pretty religiously. So that's cool. That's throughout the year. I have an additional $10 a week that I throw in. It doesn't go into savings. It goes straight into their checking. That $10 is a bonus for eating healthy. I didn't want to include eating healthy in the regular allowance because I felt like it's kind of a lot of work to do. That includes things like eating these sugar yogurts only twice a week, pizza only twice a week. Whatever is served for dinner, they have to at least try. So, the things a parent typically struggles with, they get an extra bonus if they make us not struggle with it. That's pretty cool. Then the typing, and this is my favorite. I've installed Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing on their computer. It's what I used to learn typing as a child. And what I told them is, if by the end of the summer they can type at 35 words per minute, I will give them $100 cash. If by the end of the summer they can type at 50 words per minute, I will give them $250 cash. Seems like a lot of money, but it's a really hard thing to achieve at such a young age. However, my 11-year-old in particular is out there every single morning for 45 minutes typing and typing and typing. And he enjoys it. He's getting into it, the whole competitive nature of it. But this is so amazing because, sure, I'm going to end up spending $250 on him. But what's that going to do for his future? Aside from the fact that he's going to get confident, that he's so good at such an important skill, it opens up so many opportunities for him when he's finally going to be either looking for a job or even looking for something to do in the summer. Like right now, I have a boy in high school, right? And the second half of the summer, he's kind of confused what he's going to do. And the only option really is go work in a camp because he has no technical skills, at least on the computer, that he could be of assistance. I'd love to hire him for my company to help, but he can't type very well. So this will give them the ability to have extra sources of income and much more in their future. Then I have a Python challenge for them, which is kind of ridiculous, but two of them are taking to it pretty well. And that is that they can write the tic-tac-toe game, no logic, just write out the tic-tac-toe game by the end of the summer, and this is in Python. As in, I can walk up and it'll say there's player X and player Y, and you can each do moves until you fill the tic-tac-toe board and it knows who won. They will get $500. Obviously, same concept. It's fun for them. It's exciting. They're learning programming, which they've never learned in their life. And then it's a skill that will help them no matter where they go in their life. Having someone who's just starting college, knowing Python, and having known Python. Imagine on their resume, they're going into college and it says 8 years experience in Python. What? You're 18 years old. I don't know. So I thought it would be fun, a little cute extra thing. And here's the fun one, slushies. So I just went and did the craziest thing in the world. I am not a parent who spends a ton of money on their children. I don't believe in that. I believe they should earn a lot themselves. However, I just went and bought a $950 slushy maker for my kids. Why did I do it? I did it kind of like a shark. I know in the summers, they have camp and then they get home early in the afternoon. And what do? Maybe they ride their bike for 10, 20, 30 minutes and then they're in front of the computer for the rest of the day. Well, that's not very productive. I bought them a slushy maker and they are going to start a business. We're calling the business Brain Freeze. And we're going to give out business cards, which we already designed together. It was a whole fun project. And it's going to have the company logo on top. And then it's going to have little slushy images. And after 5 slushies get punched, you get a free slushie. So we're going to get the whole neighborhood hooked on these slushies. It's like high quality stuff. I got really good syrup. I got this really expensive machine. We're going to set it up probably twice a week. And we're going to split the profits. So if they make $100, I get 50, they get 50. I stop making money once I get paid back for my initial investment, which is the machine, the logo, the business cards, and all the equipment. There is a per cost, per cup. They have to pay for the slushy cup and the straw and the actual syrup. But this is it's so incredible because I'm having them review the balance sheet. I'm having them review the income statement. Like they're actually going through the accounting steps to understand how a business functions, what it takes to make a business run, and how a business becomes profitable. And it's fun for them. Like they're really enjoying the process of learning all of this. And then on top of all that, obviously, they really like that they're actually going to own this machine and own this business once I'm out of the picture. Of course, I'll be here for them for advice and stuff, but at least 2 out of the 4 are very excited about this. I opened this opportunity up to all my kids. 2 out of the 4 are really excited. I also showed them that once people come for the slushies, they'll stay for the other stuff. So you can add taffies and popcorn and all sorts of other goodies, which we can mark up by, essentially 100% our cost and make a ton of extra profit there. So they're really excited with this opportunity. Shout out to Colton on LinkedIn, who sent my kids $20 virtually for a virtual slushie. It's on its way. One of my kids actually asked, should we put the slushies in the mail and mail it as a joke? Like, no, that would be a terrible idea. The post office would not like a dripping envelope. Anyhow, I know this is an unconventional video for my channel, but I thought I'd share a little bit about how my parenting works. I think back to how I was raised and stuff like that. I try to incorporate a lot of it because I think my parents were fantastic, but I'm still kind of a kid at heart. I know a lot of people say that, but I play video games every day. I literally play video games every day and I play it with my kids. I love being fun with them, but at the same time, they know that I'm very into education. They know I've taught at universities and that I'm always on Zoom calls teaching people, and I'd like to help them as well grow professionally and honestly mature. So this is an opportunity for me, aside from just playing games and having fun with them, to also teach them business and get them excited about the opportunities out there. Let me know what you think, how this compares with your childhood, if you're going to incorporate any of this with your children later on. And I'll see you guys next week.